Hello everyone, this is your favorite Lionel conductor. Say that with a lot of jest. But anyway, hope everyone's having a great Christmas. This is my second video as I promised yesterday. What you see here is my original Silver Star, the Mighty Sound of Steam, right there. And this is the snowflake route for North Pole Express. As you can see, it's a white train, Christmas themed, white, green, and red. Now the difference between these two trains is while they're both O gauge, the train in the back is an O27, which means it's a 1/61st scale, and the one is in the front is a 1/48 scale. So slightly different. The 1/61st scale allows that train to run in a little tighter operation, tighter turns, so you can basically get more track space for your overall money space. The O27 runs perfectly fine on a regular O gauge track. It doesn't always work that way for the O gauge to go on O27 track. The turns are just slightly tighter. Turns probably about 2 inches shorter whenever you make a corner. This train would have no problem because you can see the physical size is not that big of a difference, but they do make some trains that are O gauge that are absolutely huge. And I talked about my diesel. I'm gonna roll this over here. I'm laying on my belly doing this, so look how much bigger it is. That's mighty. The diesel right there is described as having a powerful pull-more motor. I can guarantee you it will pull anything I need it to pull if I were to get in some kind of Lionel train competition, pulling competition. This would be the engine I'd have. Not that I'd ever do that, because this is, just about fun, just about memories and what you see. I live right by one of the main lines coming down here through Bel Air, Texas to Willow Meadows, Willow Bend area, going into the main hub. So see trains like this all the time. Mostly they're Union Pacific now, but it's the same style train. There's a lot of diesel electric going by. But enough on that. Let me share my Christmas train on the outside. I'll move it around, and we can look at all the boxcars as they go by slowly. As you can see, and there goes the Marvin the Martian on the other side. There's the Christmas trees that's being pulled around. That's actually a musical boxcar, but it burns out battery pretty quick. So I'll put this on the back side. I'm going to move forward just a little bit to focus in on the old school. Now, hopefully it works. This is an old train. It worked last night, but it kind of has its issues. The motor's kind of old. But imagine being a 6-year-old boy and having this wake you up back in the early 70s. We didn't have phones, we didn't have iPads, but we did have stuff cool like this. We all wanted to be an engineer, a fireman, a policeman, an astronaut. Oh, an astronaut. Everybody wanted to be an astronaut, right? It was just the beginning of the space program. But this was one of those things that just was so cool to most boys like me. So here we go. Let's see if it does what it's supposed to do. As you can see, I think there's a brake somewhere not providing enough electricity to power the locomotive around. but still fun nonetheless, huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, she's stuck. So, give it a little pull. A lot of times you can fix those problems by giving a little bit more juice to give it some speed. It goes a little faster than what most people would like. Whenever you do that, you kind of like it to go by a little slow so you can really enjoy it. So now I'm going to move the video camera back and just kind of let you guys enjoy this before I put on the Commodore Vanderbilt train and my diesel locomotive going around. Stuck again. But you gotta admit that mighty sound of steam is really awesome. Now, both of these locomotives are actually able to put out steam if I put oil in their little spouts or whatever you call those on the front, but I don't want to because the old one, obviously it doesn't do it anymore. Left the oil in there, it takes it up enough where it won't do it, so I don't want to do it to the new train. But it's still pretty cool. You put enough in there and it looks like you're actually watching a steam locomotive go around. Alright, so now I'm going to make the switch. So give me a few minutes, I'll let you guys watch it. This one's much harder to put on the track because it's from the 30s, so the technology was a little different on how they connected everything. These are sheet metal tin cars. This has been fully restored in terms of being repainted and whatnot, but that is the original paint scheme. So might help if I get everything on the track properly. Looks like everything's connected. Just make sure it's on the track. And let's give her a whirl, see what happens. Yeah, I think I have a break in the track line somewhere. Yeah, I do. Unfortunately, it went over like a lead balloon, huh? Oh, I see why. Let's see if that helps. There you go. Yeah, I've got a break somewhere. Unfortunately. Over on that side. Oh! So let me just go ahead and pull it back so you guys can see it while I get the kinks worked out for later. But you see that beautiful kind of aqua turquoise design, fully restored. It works because it worked in the hobby store. Papa Ben's is where I get my trains from. But you can see it's really beautiful. Much quieter because it's heavier. And you see all the cars lit up, so I'd probably put it on the outside. But still pretty cool. I'll just leave that there for looks anyway. That's why I got it. So, now I'm going to bring around my Christmas train and put the diesel on it. Hopefully, there's no issues with this one. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to push around. So here we go. Bring it around. I was really hoping to have the Commodore going with this one, but that happens. I got to work out the kinks. These don't go in and just start running beautifully right off the bat, because obviously it's all on electricity. So you can see that train's having zero issues. The caboose is supposed to be lit up, but it has been 30 years since I've operated this train, so I have to figure out what's going on with the caboose. I'll give the other train a try here. See if I can't get it to... Oh, let's see. Yeah, it's going to do its own thing, go back and forth, which is what they were designed to do. Whenever they hit something, you could get them to bounce off. just have to work on that. I bet you I'd put it on the outside, it'd probably operate better. But anyway, you can see how beautiful that model train is, the Vanderbilt, beautifully restored. It'd be nice if it was operating. Probably needs to be on a little bit bigger track, like the outside. So let's just let the diesel go. I'm gonna turn it full speed. That's max power. It's having no problems. Now remember when I was talking about O gauge versus O27, guaranteed this diesel wouldn't operate very well on O27. It'd have an issue on the turns. Alright, well, everyone, Merry Christmas. Maybe next year I'll have the Vanderbilt train working fully. Just probably, like I said, it's connection in the track somewhere. Obviously it's electricity, so sorry, lost my train of thought a little bit. Just looking at the beauty of model trains. I've always enjoyed these. This gauge specifically probably lost favor because of the physical size needed. They came out with HO gauge, which stood for half O, which basically the trains were half this size. So parents with 2 or 3 boys or girls, if they wanted to play with them, didn't take up so much physical space. You could get each one their own, and they could play in their room or in the garage or living room floor like I always did, and not have to fight for space or fight for whose train gets to go on. And they make much smaller scales, as you guys see, but this train in its scale, based on a full-size Christmas tree, it can't be matched. It just fits, to me, fits perfectly, fits the eye perfectly. Alright, thank you everyone for watching, and have a Merry, Merry Christmas.